Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow, take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination fly. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair. Calm down and get your geek to gift at the Sci-Fi Center. We got almost everything a geek could want at the Sci-Fi Center. You name it, we got it. Star Trek, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and everything in between at the Sci-Fi
Happy Fatburger Saturday morning. I had no plans on getting on tonight, but I'm so happy. I'm allergy free tonight. But you know what I'm not free of? A well-deserved 1 pound of happiness. And this time they got it right. This time, all 3 patties. For those of you, last time I was on the air and I ordered a Fatburger, they shorted me 1 patty. So now all 3 patties are here. So good. I earned that today. This is a surprise stream, obviously. How's everybody doing? I was only going to be a couple minutes or so. I just swung by to say hi. Burst of energy before I go to bed, and then I get back up and we do the whole Saturday thing again. My favorite day of the week. How you doing, Antonio? No, this is a Fatburger thing. Did you read the title? Those of you, you've met me in person. I am 6'2". I have really big feet and I have really large hands. So look at my hands, both of my hands. So you come to a true understanding of just how big this bad boy is. Chow down into it. So yes, we are celebrating a Fatburger Saturday morning. I had a really good day today, so I'm happy. I had a really, really good sales day. Wow. 104-degree heat, and they still came out. I'm so happy. Tomorrow, I'm going to start giving away, actually later on today, I'm going to start giving away seats to go see, to join me this coming Monday, June 2nd, at AMC Town Square to go see Lionsgate and 8711's Pictures Ballerina from the world of John Wick, taking place between John Wick 3, Parabellum. This is the next step in the John Wick universe. We don't know how long it's going to be called the John Wick universe, simple because eventually John Wick isn't going to be part of it anymore, and these other characters are going to take over unless he's just going to be an old man. Ladies, you're going to need a wheelchair after visiting the Sci-Fi Center. Not if I do it right. Well, I mean, we failed at fourth. I mean, I attempted to push him off the ladder, and he survived. So you know what? No one's perfect, but yeah, I'm figuring I don't expect too many of you to be here because once again, StreamYard and YouTube have not married up to the point where the notices go out. I have been going back and forth with YouTube support and StreamYard support to, when I go live, let them know I go live. What's the purpose of telling everybody to hit the like, subscribe, and hit the alert bell to be alerted of all our content if you don't get it until like 15 minutes, 20 minutes later after the stream is going? Surprise live. Yep. It's a Fatburger. It's celebrating, Bell. It's a Fatburger stream. Look at that. Look at the size of this thing. Look at my gargantuan hands, and then look at the size of this thing. 3 patties. It was 1 pound. It was exactly just over 1 pound. I actually weighed it at my scale, my postal scale at the store. So it's actually the 1 pound. So I was not ripped off today. And it is no longer 1 pound because I took a couple bites, and that has to figure into the weight loss. Do I think they'll introduce more new characters? Yes, I do. I definitely do. I think that Keanu Reeves, despite the ending of John Wick 4, I think Keanu Reeves will be in 2 more movies just to support, more new characters coming in, maybe to introduce them, that'll be introduced in those movies. But I think that we're going to get an entire, I don't think it's going to be called the John Wick world after eventually it'll have more people in it that aren't just focused on him. So like we were talking the other day when I was talking about Brad, what are they going to call it? Like the Continental World? I mean, something that will fit it for a much longer time than Keanu Reeves, who is 62, 63 years old, is going to be involved in it. How you doing, Aztec? What's going on? Oh, you're like number 2? Okay, thanks. With discount and everything else, about $20. That's why I say when you go to like McDonald's or you get a meal, yeah, for 20 some odd dollars, you can maybe 20, you get some fries, you get a large drink, onion rings maybe. But if you have a burger that is designed like this and you spend that kind of money, you don't need anything else. I do not need fries with this. I don't need the onion rings with this. The burger is a self-contained meal on its own. All right. And I know, by the way, I know Little Movie Perp is going to see this and he's going to clip it. Last time he clipped it and he put Enya's music to it as I was examining my burger. It was actually one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was hilarious. But yeah. Worst and most overrated burger I ever ate. Who the fuck puts relish on a burger? Okay, you know what, dude? Who doesn't put relish on their burger? That's the bigger question. As far as overrated, to each his own. What's your burger, Azteca? And if you come in here with In-N-Out, here, I already got your buzzer ready for. I bet that burger is better than the McDonald's, though. I wish I could eat one. I would have to run 5 miles. Don't you like work out like 10 hours a day? You see your pictures at the gym where you're all posing with the weights and stuff. I mean, you're in way better shape than me, and I'm about to devour this mofo. You would not have your metabolism. You ain't in your 50s yet. Your metabolism will tear it up, Bill. You'll be all right. Oh, I need to find that. I think that was that on my channel or what did he do? I need to find it because it was actually hilarious. I think I did post it. But yeah, I need it. If you can find it, send it to me, Fourth, because he did it on his channel and he sent it to me and I saw it and I almost choked on the food I was eating at the time. Bill spells at McDonald's, like McDowell's. My uncle used to put tartar sauce. Hey, listen, man, whatever gets it down, it's not to each his own. Yeah, send that to me. That was absolutely hilarious. I think we'll probably get struck because of the music, maybe. But on a stream like this, who cares? If this stream disappeared, it's no big deal. I usually don't drink Mountain Dew or any type of soda lately. I have not been drinking soda lately, but man, I drank so much water today that I needed something else. Just like my favorite chicken sandwiches is Arby chicken sandwich and Dave's hot chicken. Famous Dave's or Wendy's Dave. Okay. All right, fourth. I got it. Let's see if I get kicked off the internet for this one. It was hilarious. That guy drives me crazy, but he's hilarious. Let's see. Oh wow, this is when I had all my belts up. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, this is actually hilarious. Look at that beautiful burger.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time. And who can say if your love grows?
That was hilarious. I'm sorry. That was great. I'm gonna put that in the chat. There you go. Yeah, that's back when I had all my belts on there. The frozen Monterey burritos. Okay, I think I need to treat myself a little bit better than that. Used to dip like I said, man, when we were kids, you just want to, you just want something on it. Oh, just Dave's hot chicken with the weird logo on it. Okay, I didn't know about that. Yeah, that is absolutely hilarious. That's what I'm here for, Droga. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, I don't know how long it's gonna last because, like I said, I am celebrating having, I don't eat these every day because I'd be like 400 pounds, but every now and then I just felt the Friday I had, which was a very, very good Friday. The tourists are coming back a little bit, and we had some pretty big sales today that, my cheap ass, it justified a burger like this. So happy Fatburger to me. Before I went vegetarian, the $6 from Carl's. Shit, $6 from Carl's and will get you about this much now. When I do break down and go to Carl's Jr., I get the Famous Star, which is their biggest burger. Unless they have a special one, and yeah, that's pretty expensive. That's what I mean. By the time you finish getting a decent fast food burger, you may as well, it doesn't have to be Fatburger, but you may as well try a mom and pop place or like a bar. A lot of bars that, that just basically have in Vegas, they want you to come in and gamble and drink and smoke. A lot of these bars, these mom and pop bars, have some really good guys behind the counter and behind the griddle making some really good food. I know there's a couple of PT's pubs here that man, they take pride in the bar food that they serve. So it doesn't have to be a Fatburger, but once you start floating towards a certain dollar amount, you may as well not torture yourself and get what a little hockey puck. You get a little burger that's about oops. Messed up. I'll get a little burger that's about this size for the money you're spending, and a half a thing of fries. I was at McDonald's when I had McDonald's a couple of weeks ago. Um, I ordered a large fry. You know, the double quarter pounder. That's the biggest thing they have. Man, they must have not. You know, they must have been tired or something. But I got two. I ordered extra fries because you need it, and then they gave me 2 half cartons of fries. And the burger looked like something I could put on the ice and into a net. I'm like, so, and it cost me like 20. I'm like, come on, man. Ah. Hey, what up? Hey, Kevin O'Doc here. This is Mr. Bell Rev. How you doing? Order a Fatburger, Kevin, and tell us you don't need to run that off. Come on. I smoked a lot of stress weed when I was a teenager. Legit stoner. Hey, man. What ever got you through? My favorite burger from McDonald's used to be the Big Mac, and it's not even big anymore. They should rename it to like, you know, the okay size the Mac. Really, I did taste the chicken Big Mac. I haven't heard that. But once again, the quarter pounder when I was a kid, the quarter pounder, the double quarter pounder when it first came out was a pretty big hamburger. And you get a double quarter pounder. That's a half pound. I said, no, it's not. It's like it's you know, it's like an hors d'oeuvre. Back in the '90s when I was a kid, me and friends would spot as Baker's drive-through it. And yeah, Baker's. I haven't seen a Baker's out here. Baker's was really good, and Baker's in San Bernardino, they always had a line. There would be a couple when I was a kid and growing up. I was growing up in the '80s and a little bit before. You know, if you wanted Baker's, you may have to like find another one because sometimes you would go to a Baker's. And there was a 24-hour one, like on Del Rosa, I think it was, near Del Rosa, and that bad boy was wrapped around. So you'd have to go to another one. It's changed now. I don't know how many Bakers are in San Bernardino, but I know on Highland and Del Rosa there was one, and that's the one we would go to. And like I said, and it was 24 hours, or at least it was open very late because we would hit it up. Me and my buddies, we would hit that up when we went to the Krikorian Theater. That's right there. We would hit that Baker's up, man. It would be like a long-ass line. Farmer Burger from Farmer Boys is my burger job. Wow, I've heard of them too. Yeah. Like I said, there'll probably be another month or so before I, eat a fat burger. But I was feeling good. Yeah, that's where I usually roll up. I usually, cheaping out. I usually just end up going to the grocery store and getting like a salad or something on the weekends because I burn more energy. But tonight I just felt like I deserved. I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you deserve a fat burger. And then I did it. This fat burger didn't have egg. They stopped because of the price of eggs. They stopped putting egg on the menu. My fat burger usually has an egg on the top or egg right on the top, but because of the price of eggs, they took it off the menu. And they don't put certain fat burgers don't put A1 sauce on. I order A1 sauce, but if they don't have it on there. So this wasn't that burger that you saw in Perfect Video. That burger, if you look at it, that burger had egg. That burger had everything because that burger came from the Flamingo one that I always go to. And as soon as I go into that one, as soon as I walk in, me and the chef, the cook, whatever you want to call him, the god at the skillet, we make eye contact. Nothing else is needed. He just starts getting the patties and he puts 3 of them on there because he knows I'm not leaving that building with anything less than 3 patties. Anything less than 3 patties from my size, if you're going to go pat, you're cheating yourself. Just don't do it. I don't need to tell him to put this or that on there. He knows to put the egg on there. He knows I don't like lettuce. He knows I like relish. You heathens in here. He knows I like relish and mustard. He knows, where to put the bacon on it because in between the patties where it doesn't slide around and all. He knows how thin I like my tomato cut. All we need to do is look at each other. He starts to making it, and and then it's ready. So yeah. Hardee's had a great chicken sandwich as well. I know Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are virtually the same. Yeah, when you go overseas, there's no Carl's Jr. They're Hardee's. Like I said, when I was in Kuwait, that's what we had. We had Hardee's, but it was Carl's Jr. No, and there are no flies in this building to ruin my meal. Yeah, bar pizza. And by the way, I know this is going to sound like devil worship. And 7-Eleven is good for certain things. Like I said, 7-Eleven, hot dogs and beer. If you don't have, I don't drink beer. So if I go into 7-Eleven, if you don't have hot dogs in your 7-Eleven, I've said this before, just go ahead and turn off the lights and lock the door. That is one thing that I count on you. When I see the 7-Eleven logo and I open that door, I should know exactly where to look. And there needs to be quarter-pound hot dogs rolling. That's what you're there for. All right. Oh, we're out of hot dogs, and close up. If I can't get my quarter pounder or my spicy bite, I turn off the lights. Go ahead and put the sign up. Don't need to be open. But lately, the 7-Eleven right down the street from the store, I don't know what's gotten into them, but I tried to, I generally don't risk my life at convenience stores when it comes to other items outside the hot dogs. I tried a pizza because I was starving the other day. 7-Eleven pizza is good. They actually have the oven and everything in there. It's not some cheap shit. It's actually thick crust, thin and thick. And for the money, I tasted. I'm like, this is going to taste like shit. I was already predisposed. This is going to basically taste like paste and ketchup. No, it was very identifiable as pizza. I was more than impressed. And I'm like, okay, maybe they just had a good day. Came back earlier today to grab another one. And it was good. Now, I don't know if it's the person preparing it. If I go to another 7-Eleven, is it going to taste like cardboard? But no, this was pretty good. So there's another thing that a 7-Eleven can do for you. Hello, David Riley. Plus, yeah, we're just talking about. Like I said, nothing. The taste of McDonald's hamburgers is fine. The problem I have is the size for the price. I'm a very cheap person, so when I do splurge, when I do decide to spend the money, I want everything. I want everything I should be getting for that. But yeah, bar pizza. There are certain bars out here. Like I said, you will come across them and you will never ever have heard of them. And then you'll walk in there and you'll smell the food right out of the kitchen, and this is the right place. That's why I always tell people, yeah, there are the places. There are the established places, the Fatburgers and Roberto's. Roberto's is real big out here, and those are good. But there's also, listen, some of the best Mexican food, burritos and tacos that I've ever had is on the guy who sets up on the street. On Desert Inn, just before Decatur, as I'm leaving the store, there's a guy. He's set up in a neighborhood corner. I don't know how he's doing it. He's not set up on it's a pretty busy street, but this cat has his trailer is about as big as this area here. And you gotta wait for those burritos and tacos because you got locals are there, tourists are there, and there's a couple of them around town that got the little lights, the little tamale lights, and you see, oh, what's he got? And you smell it, and then you go over there, and some of the best type of food like that I've had has been from the guy setting up the little trailer, man. And I keep weird hours, and sometimes they're there, like, one of them was in front of a Smith's. I'm like, let me try this guy out. Dude, for what I paid, I got a burrito that was like the size of a small child. So there's places around here, and like one of the guys where I learned that from, and I really appreciate that, Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain would walk up to some strange food, not Mexican food, strange, but just something that you're not used to out of nowhere. A taco stand that you've never been to. Start talking to the people and taste their food and be sitting down there. They have the one I'm talking about has a little area you could sit down there. And strangers are sitting down there eating tacos with you. It's kind of cool, man. So yeah. And shawarmas. Shawarmas is something that when I was in the Middle East, it's kind of not, health hazard because it's a shawarma and, there's all kinds of birds and fly. I mean, but I never died eating one, but now I'm seeing more shawarmas around here. And now when I see them in Vegas, they got the plastic over them, but you just come up to them, they start to cutting, So yeah, I'm into trying new foods. The $6 burger was good. It was supposed to be a restaurant diner style, bigger patty and bread, plus that special mustard they put on. Yeah. Some that'll do it. Okay, Five Guys. I think no offense to Five Guys, for what you pay for Five Guys, I don't get enough from Five Guys. I need something bigger. When the pandemic waned, I tried the Travis Scott meal. Oh, are you talking about the he's on YouTube, but he used to be a UFC guy? If you're talking about the same guy, he stopped by Sister Kim's. I was there when he stopped by Sister Kim's and gave them a rating, and they've been through the roof since then. Yeah, they're married. So I don't know if I should call her Belle with dog hair or him Kevin Red. Okay, it's not the burger, it's the cows that got smaller. Okay, then I need more cows. I listen. That's not my problem. I'm sorry. How many of them are there in San Bernardino? Because, like I said, there was a few. There was a few when I was there, but I haven't been back to that part of San Bernardino since like 2 years ago. So. Oh, definitely. No, Baker's was better than In-N-Out. Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. Mm, that's great. When comic book characters can be responsible for marriages and stuff, that's cool. That is cool. I've had customers that met in my store that have. I have cast members that are on my Rocky Horror Picture Show cast that have gotten married and had kids. So basically, those kids belong to me. No, I'm just kidding. If you're going to Fresno, are we really going there for food, Bill? I'm just kidding. I have never eaten anything in Fresno though. I've been there, but I didn't. We were driving through with the army. The Baker's off McKinley. I used to live down the street from it back in Corona. Yeah, I do remember that. Remember the Colt was it Colton swap meet near there? Oh no, was that closer to me in Riverside County? Man, there was one by the Colton swap meet. Man, I used to go there every Saturday. The Triangle Burger. Let me look this up. It sounds intriguing. Triangle Burger, Fresno, California. Hmm. This is quite interesting, Bill. Let's see what we got here. It looks like a 50s inspired. That's kind of neat. That's a lot of work to get car fronts like that. Let's look at that. Okay, here we go. I got to see some size comparison. I need to see a hand or something in there. Let me see. I see a hand putting on the. Oh yeah, that's a big patty. Wow. All right, I can mess around with this. I don't want to play the music. Oh, it's like a 50s diner type of thing. That's nice. I like places like this. What do we got? Oh, they got car shows? Of course. Let's go to Belmont Avenue and see what we got here. All right, regular jumbo burger is $6. That's not even if that's a little bit smaller, $6 for that. And if that comes with a combo, that's really good. Wow, that's a good price. All right, now this is William territory. Now this is a triple jumbo burger here: three beef patties, sauce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, cheese not included. All right, but for $10.50, I can make space for the cheese. That's actually a pretty Because at 3 patties, you're getting at least 3/4 of a pound, even if it's not a full-on Fatburger. Ooh, pastrami burgers. See, all these burgers are in the $10 range. Now, I can't tell the size here, but this is some good stuff. And they got melts too. Oh, look at that chili dog. A chili dog should never be pretty. A chili dog should look exactly like that. A chili dog, if it's made right, should look like something that you are afraid to handle because it just might hurt you type of deal. Let's see. Kids hot dog and a drink. That's not bad. These prices are good. A burrito. How big this burrito is. I need bigger pictures, guys. I guess they meant for this to look at your phone. Side patty. Also for $2.99, so I can add a 4th patty, man. That's not bad at all. I mean, I have no plans of going to Fresno right now, but if I did, hey. And they got them in different places too. So. Nah. It looks like I'd go right for that triple. That triple. Okay, say the triple isn't the size I want. I can get another one. I can get another one for that price. Yeah, he's in a car. and that dinosaur. I was watching the stream earlier today. Monty's Burger. I have not heard of them. Oh. You know what? It's as many silly ideas as you had. This is actually a pretty good one. This is actually a pretty good one. Nice burger. I haven't been to Santa Ana in a while. Yes, I do, and it was like $8, man, for not a lot of pastrami, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, 7-Eleven hot dogs. I mean, like I said, you can't mess those up. You cannot. The only way you can mess up a 7-Eleven hot dog is by not having them. And trust me, I'm the asshole who's going to get on the phone right in the middle. Oh, we're out of hot dogs? Oh, yeah? Okay, well, here. Let me walk over to the door. What's that? That need help? Call this number. Start dialing. All of a sudden, I get a hand signal, and voila. And I don't have to worry about them spitting on my hot dog because the freezer's right there. I knew you were lying. And they put it on there, and I watch it roll, and I make sure I get that one and that one that I want, and I'm not taking my eye off it. Stop lying to me. Yeah. Yeah, 7-Eleven hot dogs like this. But remember, and they get the hamburger bites, you know? Yeah. Listen. We went to a drive-in at Clinton. If Clinton is here, Clinton knows. We went to a McDonald's drive-in. We waited in that line, that hellacious line, only to get up to the little speaker window and these jackasses say, we're out of meat. We can't make burgers. Okay, fuck that. Fuck that. Why do you have this line? Why aren't your lights off? You're McDonald's. There's a good chance that I'm looking for a burger. Now we can't even get out. We got to literally wait because you can't get out of the drive-thru. So we got to wait through for the people who are getting anything. Everybody's pissed. We ended up having to go somewhere else. Oh, yes, I called that district office. First of all, you're in Vegas, and this was the McDonald's on the Strip. Nothing on the Strip should ever run out of anything. If there's anything in Las Vegas that's 24/7 that is not Mayberry, Georgia, where Andy Griffith is whistling, it's the Strip. Nothing. You run out of nothing. You should not run out of booze. You shouldn't run out of women. You shouldn't run out of food. Nothing. If you're on or in the vicinity of Las Vegas Boulevard, you are not allowed to run out of things. And guess what? If you run out, go get some. These fools, we waited in that line. We waited in that drive for a good minute. And only for those jackass. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have. I'm like, are you out of your goddamn what? So yeah, that's a problem. That was a problem. So yeah, if you go into 7-Eleven, I'll tell them. I'll tell them if you go into 7-Eleven, there are certain things that literally, if you don't have them, you don't why you don't have you got to have your beer. Obviously, your cigarettes, I guess, but you can get those. Beer. So your booze of all manner, your malt liquors. I don't drink, but I know how important that is to a 7-Eleven. So hot dog and beer. I don't care if you run out of the beer because I don't drink it. But if I roll in there and I got my heart set on a hot dog and I look over to your little dome thing where there's little spinners and there's supposed to be dogs there and there ain't, I'm going to look at the little thing, the little container, the empty container for a while. And then I'm going to slowly turn my head to you. And if I got to say what needs to be said next, we're going to have a problem. So, yeah, you run out of hot dogs. Like I said, if you sell burgers and you run out of burgers, close the doors. But if you're 7-Eleven and you run out of hot dogs, go get some, damn it. The hell, man. Back in the 90s, I would buy Chester's Hot. Wow, man. Dude, I left for basic training in the mid 90s, so I missed a lot of these things that you're talking about. I need to take my happy ass back to San Bernardino because obviously I'm missing out on some stuff. 47 apple keys is oven baked and great. It's also cheap as hell. Yeah, dude. It's I walk up to it and it's I was like, wow, I was pleasantly surprised because like sometimes you're just hungry and you just want something to fill the void so that you don't burn all your energy out and flatline. And I had no expectations for that 7-Eleven pizza. And when I ate it, I'm like, damn. I was like, damn, that was a surprise. I mean, like I said, usually the world disappoints me. He did not disappoint me. And he had hot dogs. I shouldn't, if you're a 7-Eleven franchisee, I should never have to thank you for having hot dogs. You should never have to do it. You should always be there. Always be there. Oh, and don't be the lazy guy that leaves the old ones on there. They're all wrinkled up. Oh, that's all we got. I don't think you want those. You know what you need to do? I need you to throw those away. Give them to the homeless guy outside. He's right there. And I need you to go into that freezer. I need you to pull out some, and me and you are going to watch them spin. Lazy bastards, man. I can't listen, man. Ugh, service industry. Yeah. In-N-Out is going to be located in Ridgefield, Washington. That's an hour and 29 minutes. So, I listen. I know the world loves In-N-Out burgers. I don't hate them. They're not nasty by any means, but I mean, you know what? If you come up to me with the In-N-Out burger, I'm gonna need a grown man's burger. I need to feel the impact of that burger going through my system. I need to be like, damn. In-N-Out, I inhale In-N-Out. Five Guys too for that price. Let's see. Oh, the clear bag Cheetos. Hey, and some of these liquor stores got some $2 chips. I was eating some today. The little liquor store right down. I mean, it's a big bag of chips that's no air, man. And I'm like, wow, dude. Every now and then you find a steal, dude. Street chipping. What kind of food you eat, Bill? Okay, Bill, are you of Latin? I've always assumed that you are, but that's a bonehead assumption of mine. I've never really asked you, with your ethnicity, because if you say you don't eat grilled Mexican food, that means, or do you cook the food and you only like stuff from like restaurants, or are you a taco stand person? I mean, do you and Kev go out to the taco stand? And because, like I said, some of the best food I've tasted here in Vegas is from those guys. So take them out. Brad's probably asleep. He's on a 3-hour time difference. And whenever I pull these out of my ass like this, I never expect Brad to be here. Because he's got karate in the daytime and he's on a 3. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning there. For him, it's 2 o'clock here. So yeah, he's. I never really want to pull him out of there like that. That's kind of mean. Yeah, as time goes on, they've skimped. Like so, when I was a kid, the fucking Happy Meal was more satisfying than some of the stuff we got now, man. You know, you look at the size of. I remember. Maybe it's because my hands were tiny. I don't know, but I clearly remember the burgers being bigger. You know, I don't care. You know, the animal fries are good. The animal fries are good. I like I said, I've never been overwhelmed by anything out of In-N-Out. Yeah, and like I said, don't get me wrong. They're not. It's not bad. It's just like when you, like I said, I pinch, you know, rain from a penny if I could. That's how I roll. So when I do splurge, I want to feel that money. I feel this money. This is something. This is I could work out with this. Let's see. The fries from Fato's Burgers are. This is all. Are you in San Bernardino with all this? Yeah. Yeah, but see, when I was growing up in the '80s and in the early '90s before I left, they were there, but like I said, they were spread apart. So now if there's more, Baker's was really good. I remember that logo. Is the logo still the same? The Baker's the guy with the mustache. That's cool. Hi, Rhea. How are you doing? Bell and Rhea in the same chat. We're about to lose. We're about to lose our family G rating. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, because it's literally called the burger string. I'm taking small bites so when the stream's over, I can just rip into it. Bill, listen, you can walk off 1,200 calories by you burn that off dropping as many f bombs as you drop. That energy you use that'll burn that off. You'll be all right. Hello, how you doing? Yes, the fandom got me a man. Let's see. You'll wear quick rating. Bring her back. Oh, that I'm gonna have to see that on streaming. Now Dunkin' Donuts used to be my favorite when I lived in the East Coast. They used to have it in Washington State. Now they closed down. They got one here. They got Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme here. In fact, when Rhea was here, she went and bought me the first no, she bought me Dutch Brothers. That's it. She bought because I never had Dutch Brothers. There you go. I got a great new super coffee mocha coffee energy drink. I used to buy the coffee with protein drinks all the time. And if you've seen Rhea has a lot of energy. Oh, well, you saw it? Okay. That movie poster looked disturbing, so there we go. Lots of women sound okay, Ray Bell. Uh, I'm gonna assume because this is a family network that there are a lot of women selling peaches on the street. But knowing you and knowing your term, I'm just gonna tell myself that you're talking about women selling fruit on the street. 2 days of burger streaming? All right, I'm down. Hi, it's my favorite Aussie. How are you doing? Oh, actually, all right. Well, Joe gets in here, so Joe. You're tied. You're tied right now. Let's see. Yeah, that pastrami burger looked good. Like I said, for the prices I saw in that, I'm not a. Yes, yes, they were down. They were down 5-2, and then things kind of went to Shohei Ohtani hit 2 more home runs. He leads a baseball with 22, I think. You can make a homemade hamburger. Okay, well if I get down to Shake Shack is really good. Once again, it's like Fuku Burger down here. It's really good, but the size and the portions, in my opinion, are a little bit smaller. Holy cow! You guys are breaking down things to the chemical. Yeah, yeah. So they don't have to make anything. So you go in there and you look at the hot dogs all shriveled up. You're like, I'm not in the mood. I'm like, no, I know that trick. I know that trick. Take those off. Give them to the cat that's rolling around out back in the alley. Put some new ones in there, or we're gonna have issues. I have never had a Johnny Rockets burger, but that's one of those places where like the most of the places that have the best ones that are like you wouldn't look at a place and be like food connoisseur, but then you go in there and take a bite. There you go. I think I've heard of this, and I know I should be eating healthier and eating less meat, but damn, I'm a carnivore, so. Oh yeah, yeah, it'll burn right through my system and give me heartburn, but I'll tear those up. Here now, so is a meat pie like a pot pie? Is that what that is? Sausage rolls? That sounds good. Yeah, I haven't been to a Wiener Schnitzel in years. I don't even know if there's. I know there's probably like one here in Vegas. Subway still has good pastrami. You just got to get them when you get to $5 footlongs. That's when the price matches up for me. Yeah, listen. Until you're like 70, you don't worry about the cheat days, bro. Just eat what you want. Just tear it up, and just do a couple crunches before you go to bed. You'll be all right. Sure, sure. When we all gather here, probably going to be in August. I'm not inviting forth to that. I don't want any. I don't want any. I don't want any problem with Rhea. Unless I can settle. Hey, you know what? You know what, Forth? Yeah, I will need you there. I need some stuff hung from the ceiling. Mainly you. Let's see. That will be on in the week of July 11th. If we're either going to run out of theater, or we're going to have a screening out here per Warner Brothers. Well, one way or another, we're going to do something. I can't even remember early 2000s. To be honest with you, such a workaholic. Oh yeah, there you go. Exactly what she said. Hopefully, Warner Brothers loads us up with a lot of swag, man, because those are the fun ones to promote. It's Vegas. I'm not going to lie about where I live. I live in Vegas. It's entertainment in all of its forms. Let's see, get a 4x4 from In and Out. Nah.
Remember when you didn't have to try hard for kickbacks and naughty ice and stress weed was enough to get the party started? See, I was the square beb. I wasn't there. I was. You want to know where I was at while like other people were partying? The Sci-Fi Center. Sadly enough. Little Caesars will get you by. I mean, you get that $5 hot and ready. You know, that'll. You could probably survive the night. Yes, I'm of Mexican descent. I like tacos, but I limit myself because I see every picture is at the gym. At the gym with the gun, doing the gun show. You'll be all right. Eat as many tacos as you want to. Live fast. Come on, don't limit yourself. Yeah, there you go. Listen. Oh, Kevin, Kevin, come on, till death do you part, man. With the thick and thin and all that stuff. Yeah, come on. Eat as many tacos as you want. Food in New York City is the best. Lamb over rice. Well, there's a lot of options in New York too. So yeah, I can see that. Yeah, they were almost like those sliders. I remember that. Okay, okay. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up and tear into this fat burger. And we wow, okay. Talk for me talking about food feels a void of actual food. And for me, it would make me hungrier for more food. That might be an absolute no. Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. No, no. Let the stomach acid do its job. For let's see. Yeah, people think I live in a casino. I'm like, dude, I live as far away from the casino as you possibly. The Thai food center, not just tonight, because we are in celebration of this beautiful thing I'm about to devour here. So I'm got to get to that. Scared to try lamb. I've tried lamb. Yeah, I would have been a dude. I would have gotten nothing done if social media would have existed when I was a kid. Oh, now I'm about to eat it right now. I'm about to wrap this up. No, I don't want to. I can't eat and talk at the same time. I can barely talk without food. So I would have eat that. I would have ate that. No flex given. That's hilarious. No, I've taken several bites out of it. Fatburger ain't paying me. And if this burger would have been free of charge, maybe I'll be like, hey, it's enough that I'm mentioning your name. I should, in fact, since the sci-fi center is not getting paid, I should be the large burger. How about that? So, okay, we got Aussies in here. We can't be doing the kangaroo meat. We got two Aussies in here that are probably horrified right now. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Well, I will see you later on tonight, roughly around 8 for our Saturday overnight live show. Thank you for joining me on this prep for me to tear into this beautiful burger here, and I will go into a food coma after, and then I will wake up tomorrow and do it all, or today and do it all over again. So, I don't even know what that is. Musquake, what? So, all right, guys. Tonight, venison. Venison is expensive. So yeah, that's so it's rated. So all right, guys. Well, we will see you tonight, 8:00. Topics to be determined, but it'll be just as good as last week's show without the open panel to fuck it up. So have a good night or a good morning for those of you on the East Coast. Can continue to have a good morning, and I will see you roughly around 8:00. Bye bye.